There we go. Got it. There we go. Got it. There we go. Got it. There we go. I just realized that my stream was not muted on Twitch, so I just went double in my ear. Oh boy. Anyway. How's everybody? How y'all doing? Are we excited for another episode? Apologies. I still live with my parents and my mom just came into my room. I love my mom. I love my mom. Chat, we love my mom. All right. All right, it's like 15 minutes-ish before. This should probably be fine. All right. Just gonna put some extra things away. All right. Hopefully everything is okay. Okay. I'm so paranoid that I'm gonna ruin things because I've done so many recordings where it's just messed up and I'm not letting it happen this season. Nuh-uh. No way. That's why you guys are getting streams, so that automatically I don't need to worry about that. Okay, you know what? First thing I should probably do, I should run to the farm so I can restock my blood. Because being low on blood is a very big no-no. Thank you so much for the for the pinned comment, Effie. It's always very appreciated. I hope you know. Else I should just make you a mod or something. However, I don't know how to do that. So, it'll probably have to wait until later. Sorry, Pooks. All right. Goodness. There are quite a few things that are inconvenient with this elevator. Oh. Good day to you, Lady Veswin.
Good day to you. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And yourself?
I am also well. Slept, finally.
That is good to hear, my lady.
Thank you. I'm actually glad you're here. I'm assuming that you're waiting to go to class.
I am.
But could I steal you for a moment, just out on the balcony?
Why, of course. Anything you so desire.
I appreciate that. I have been making my rounds to each of the court members to let them know that I am, because of royal code and because it was given to me for the year, I am hoping to aspire to be the Viscountess of the court. I will most likely be taking classes that go in that direction. So, should you require anything, feel free to come to me. I can do my best. I'm not sure if Ezra has made his rounds as well, but there may be a time very soon that I need to act for him. So I will most likely need the help of all of the court. And I have read over the rules, the new rules given out to everybody, and I heard about the rules, but I also heard that you had yelled at everybody about them.
About the rules.
In the regard of, and I quote, what did you all do?
I see. Well, I have already spoken to His Highness of this matter, but you must imagine my shock when I leave for a little less than a week, only to come back and find that great disrespect has been levied at the other courts.
Via us?
Not via us, however, because we were not, at least seemingly, directly targeted. I jumped to conclusions. For that, I am deeply apologetic.
You didn't yell at me. You don't need to apologize to me. However, for that week that you were gone, and even before we even arrived here, I had made it my personal mission to make sure that His Highness makes it to the top.
As it is mine.
Of course. With that being said, we do have to work together. All of us.
Understood,
Which means that we
Lady
need to
Darcy.
trust in each other, yes. However, there are specific things that I am not a fan of. And one of those being if negativity or anger is directed at my sister. So, going forward, I understand that it might have been directed at all of us. However, I feel like I have been doing my duty to make sure that the vampires stay out of the ears of the professors. But I know that I know my sister. However, it is not your job or duty to scold her. It is mine. So if I ever hear of my sister being scolded by you, I am not going to be happy. If you have a problem with her, specifically, please come to me.
Well, there is the heart of the issue. I do believe that Rosalind is an adult who is capable of making her own choices. She should not have to stand in your shadow as you take on her battles for her. If she has a problem with me, she should come to me. She should say it to my face and not tattle to her sister. If she had any pride, she would do that.
My sister has a lot of pride, but not for ones that speak down to her. And I am of the same.
I do not speak down to your sister. I
Good.
simply believe that she is capable of making her choices.
Of course. And she is my sister, and I will protect her as she will protect me. She can make her choices as I can make mine, and it is my choice to have this conversation with you, not hers.
Understood.
I wish for us to go forward, all of us in this court, with no animosity. So, I hope that we can start fresh and we can continue forward.
I feel no animosity towards anybody of this court. You should know that it is my goal, no, the DiMartino's goal, to strive to put the sovereign on the top. And Ezra, being the sovereign of the future, he will get that crown one way or another. It is our pride, it is our duty.
I agree.
In any case,
Well.
I will be attending mob studies.
As shall I, and I believe His Highness is ready to go as well, so we shouldn't be late.
Of course.
Did he leave?
He was here.
Ah, he's in the study.
No, I did not. Hey,
Hello.
Celica.
Your Highness.
Are you ready?
Believe so. First time I came down, I was not changed into my uniform, but that was swiftly corrected.
Well, you look dashing as always.
Thank you.
I do find it quite odd that Lady Veswin is so adamant on protecting Rosalind.
Not intrude on the conversation.
No.
You were not intruding
Just
at all.
wrapping up.
Good.
I wonder if it will rain the entire time in mob studies and if we'll even get another lesson.
Wouldn't mind. Means we can actually go out without having to worry as much.
Of course.
Is it the store? Or no, that would be...
That's a way that Marjorie took, but I believe that it is upstairs, so we need to go right here.
I will be there in a moment. I have to go grab something.
Of
All right.
course.
As long as he's not late.
Oh, this is awkward. Of course. I do not believe His Highness would ever dare to be late.
That's
Well,
a lot
it
of
was
space.
a diamond originally, but I found one.
Quite a lot of people here.
I believe the first class, the orientation, was quite full as well.
It is a pretty color.
I see.
Seems people are interested in mobs and everything about them.
Seems Lord Leonidas is here.
Transfer.
You seem chatty with him in knighthood.
We spoke a little bit. Lord Leonidas.
Apologies.
We're good.
Oh, Lady Celica. And Lady Veswin?
Yes.
Thanks. And Prince Ezra Fioravante?
Yes. Pleasure seeing you, Leonidas.
You as well. Apologies if I mispronounced the name.
Perfectly fine.
Hello, Leonidas.
How are you?
Go
Speak
in.
of devils and they shall appear.
Please find your seats. Please find your seats.
Who would do
Well,
that?
there was a sign on the notice board, just like.
It just
I'm
said Gilbert
creating
on
an
the notice
open
board.
group.
Interesting. Okay.
Hi.
You started a trend.
We still have 1 minute. There's no need to be so quiet.
I agree.
He sits right there. I have to act. I have taken quite the interest in him since the party. He spoke of something called icebreakers, though I'm quite unsure what that is. And what are those? Are those the marks of a curse? No. No, that'd be silly. But
Okay, good evening, class. Welcome back to Mob Studies. Who was not here the first time? Please raise your hand. Okay, if you were not here the first time, as you can see, there are these books here. I would ask you to go find your dedicated book and grab it off the lectern. Remember, there are two sides to it, so if you're not on one side, you are on the other. If you have not yet gone through the rules of mob studies, I would hope you have, but just in case, you might want to go through them. I expect notes to be meticulous. In fact, I have 3 people I am awarding points to for particular things when it comes to the notes. I'm looking, and I think 2 of them are here, 1 is not. So I will go ahead and give those points out. Candaris, for interpretation on your notes, you will have earned your court 3 points. Next would be Willow
Quite
for
interesting.
dedication. I don't believe she is
Ugh.
here. Is Willow here?
Not the Pulowski girl.
I don't see
She's
Willow.
not.
Okay. She has earned 3 points as well for dedication. And for thoroughness and depth, Ridley has earned 5 points.
Thank you.
Now, I would like a volunteer of someone who was here last time to come up on the stand and sort of read their notes so that we may have a bit of a recap of the last class. Paxton?
Sure thing. Let me see.
He's, he's sort of like Professor Krypton. An odd color all over.
What I wrote down was that creepers, they have a chemical in them, and they heat up because of this. That's how the gunpowder lights, and that's when they explode. Maybe the chemical X arrow will turn a zombie, skeleton, or creeper into their mutant variant. Last class, somebody brought up a arrow tipped with a chemical X. Skeletons have different variants. One of them is a stray. It spawns in colder biomes and always slows you with its tipped arrows. Raids tend to include pillagers, vindicators, evokers, witches, and ravagers. I wrote down what evokers and ravagers were because only I did really not know anything about them. An evoker uses magic. One of them is a beeline from the evoker to you, with claws coming down from the ground up. And another one is summoning a Vex. Vexes are small, flying little creatures with swords who can phase through blocks, and they hit surprisingly hard. Ravagers are scary, big. I literally wrote scary, big, and will ram you with their heads. Sometimes pillagers also tend to ride on them, and shields will definitely help, but do not last forever. A second point of the class was where we went out and we had to observe a mob. I chose the skeleton. I noticed that it was hiding when it was turning to day under blocks. It was looking around, waiting to spot a target instead of walking around a lot. It sees far, but not as far as zombies. Shields tend to be one of the best things to use against the skeleton. Try evading the arrows and then hit them once. Wait to evade another arrow before hitting them again. Try and shoot some mobs before entering a big group. Use creepers to your advantage to blow up other mobs. So if they're in big groups, try and wait just when they blow up and then hit them, so the other mobs tend to get damaged or maybe die. I also wrote down that using skeletons to shoot other mobs is also a good idea. And to watch out for spiders because they probably have a height advantage that we talked about in knighthood.
Spiders.
The ghosts that we see flying around, we would best to shoot them, because hitting them with a sword or any other melee weapon is quite difficult. With zombies, it is a good idea as a sea monster to lead them into the ocean, as they will turn into drowned. Skeletons will also sink, however they will not turn into anything else. Their arrows will go a much shorter distance than on ground. Zombies are really determined to reach their target.
Good to
They
note
will
for
stop
vampires
at
as
mostly
well.
nothing to get to you. Creepers, especially the skeletal variant, are faster and a lot more silent than other mobs. And what I wrote down as a preferred way to deal with a spider jockey would be with a shield, and if you don't have a shield, I personally would like to deal with the skeleton
Spider
first, as I would not like to be shot. And lastly, using a dual-handed weapon makes using a shield for this rather difficult. That's all that I wrote down.
Well done, thank you. You may go back to your seat. Those who are all here in the first class, you may go back and grab your notes. Those who had notes longer than 20 pages, please come see me. I will grant you a new book. Longer than 20 pages, please come see me. Hello.
Experiencing
Here you
issues. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I hope that pausing your brain, that's what I've heard has helped
Oh, okay.
for a moment.
Thank you.
Okay. Everyone has a book? Very good. Any questions from the last class, whether you were here or you were not here?
I've got a question.
Yes.
Are we planning to share the experiences with mobs that you asked us to write down in our notes from last week?
I've decided not to do that this week. That could be the next mob studies class, which I don't know if that'll be next week or the week after, but probably not this week.
Understood.
Thank you. That's a good question. Though I would like to ask if anyone has had any new experiences since the last class, any new monsters that they've seen, anything in specific. Yes, Daphne.
Well, we fought it was the Void Blossom, I believe was the name.
Yes, I do have that marked down to talk about later in the class, if you'd like to save your notes for then.
All right.
I appreciate you bringing that up. Anyone else? Aquamarine.
When we were walking around in our village for kingdom building class, we encountered something that looked not like a mob. It was mostly black with long, lanky arms, and it had no eyes and an open, like, mouth, like, with its teeth, like, gnashing at us.
Interesting. I'm not sure I've ever
Mhm.
encountered that.
It was very annoying to kill.
I will ask you more about that after class.
Does seem
Who was all there?
an interesting creature.
It was me, it was Paxton, most of the sea monsters, I think.
Okay. Leviathan? I can't hear you.
Apologies.
Neither
Similarly,
have I.
at the village, we did not engage with this creature because it left us alone if we did not look at it, but I believe it was a mutant Enderman. We just simply tried to observe it carefully without directly looking into its eyes.
That makes more sense. Mutant Enderman. That makes more sense.
And later on, me and Duchess Aqua took down a mutant skeleton that was giving us quite the hassle.
Well done. Anyone else? Paxton.
I think. Did you assume that the mutant Enderman was the same monster that Aqua was talking about?
It was
Yes.
not.
It was
It
not.
is no, it was not.
No.
Because I've
Oh.
never seen a mutant Enderman.
Okay. Well then, okay. Interesting.
I did want to talk about the creatures in crypts.
Yes, go ahead.
There seem to be purple, I assume, men with masks and knives running around, and then I think 2 variants of corrupted pillagers.
Very good, very good. Crypts can be very dangerous. They should
I
not
didn't
be
realize
taken
that
lightly.
there were mobs that looked like men.
Anyone else have any experiences within the last week or so? Any new monsters, or maybe they didn't come forward about it last week? For any experiences they've had with any new monster they've seen. Leonidas?
I do not believe I've had any
I did
encounters.
fight a mutant creeper,
Mm-hmm.
and well, it left behind an egg, which I now have a baby creeper from.
Indeed. I might in a bit ask you to go fetch him. I'd like to show the class Hephaestus,
All right.
but I'll save it for a little later.
He gave it a name.
Anyone else? Tavalli, did you raise your hand or were you opening your book?
I did.
Go ahead.
I think I encountered the same creature as Duchess Aquamarine. Like, it approached me and gave me blindness, and I couldn't see anymore.
Interesting. Okay, I will have to look into that. Anyone else?
I don't believe I've had any encounters, so I have not much
Nope.
to say.
Okay. So let's see, going through my book here. Something I'd like to talk about since it came up yesterday, and it's come up before as well, is the warden. Who here knows what a warden is? Please raise your hand if you do.
I have an experience with the warden.
Okay. Can I have a volunteer come up and explain to me what a warden is? Please raise your hand. Anyone at all? Marjorie.
Has Marjorie also had an
Come on
encounter
up to the
with a
stand.
warden? She wasn't with us on our expedition yesterday. Though her and
Okay.
Professor Castiel
A
seem quite
warden is
cozy.
a creature that usually resides in the ancient city. It can be found in other places, but it's usually found in this green, goopy area that's covered in a substance called skulk. The warden is usually hiding, and it's like a portal with teeth is the best way I can describe it. That it usually comes out of if it hears anything approach. So footsteps, flapping of wings. Although I will have to admit, I have never seen one. I just know of them.
Okay.
But I do know that you have 3 chances before the portal completely summons the warden. And then I believe it makes you blind. Even when the warning goes off, it makes you blind for a moment. But that's the extent of my knowledge on wardens.
That is very good. Thank you. You may go take your seat.
Interesting. Very
To
similar
add on
what we were
to her
talking about
explanation of the
yesterday.
wardens, as she said, there are 3 strikes you get. If I am not mistaken, it is the 4th strike, technically, that will summon the warden. I will say, while it can come up near the quote-unquote portal block that's known as a skulk shrieker, it just breaking that block will not mean it will not spawn. How it works is there are skulk sensors around, which are about a half slab in height. They take up a full block. They have little tendrils that come out of the top of them. They sense sound, even for fell folk who can walk around pretty much silently. If you were to walk on top of the sensor, is what it's called, it will still trigger. Same goes for the shrieker. So fell folk, that does not mean you are exempt from wardens. They can still spawn if you're not careful. Now, wardens are incredibly dangerous. They are bulking creatures with their open rib cage showing their heart inside. When it comes to beating a warden, you have to trick it in a sense. They do not have eyes. They only have ears and a very good sense of smell. Even if you were to just sort of be near it while not making sound, it will sniff you out and kill you. They are incredibly strong. They have a lot of health, and they have
That is very
two
true.
different attacks. Well, I guess three. The first attack is if they're right next to you, they will just hit you with a solid punch. It will do a ridiculous amount of damage if you are not wearing good armor. Even in diamond armor, it will kill you in 2 hits. It is not to be meddled with. The second attack is a sort of rush attack that it does. If it's further away but it does know where you are via smell or sound, it will rush at you and hit you. And the third attack is a long range. If it knows where you are and is chasing you, it will do a what's called a sonic boom that comes out of its chest cavity, and it doesn't do quite as much damage, but it still does a lot of damage. Now, I will say Skulk and the quote unquote deep dark can be anywhere. Typically, it's very far underground, under high mountains, but it can be anywhere. Ancient cities typically are under mountains or meadows, but they can be in a variety of different places. Leviathan, were you raising your hand?
No, sir. I was
Okay.
taking notes. Apologies.
You're good. You're good. It's hard to tell sometimes. Any questions on the warden?
That is interesting. I do kind of wish
Okay.
we had known that.
Now, I
before
will
we had
say,
gone into
if a warden is
deep dark
spawned,
yesterday.
the easiest way to
Oh my
deal with
God.
it
So
is
Cassie.
snowballs or eggs. What you can do is you can throw a snowball far away from you. As long as the warden hears it, it will be attracted to the snowball and try to figure out if there's anything going on in that area that it needs to kill. When you throw the snowball and the warden, it gets the warden's attention, that is your time to get out of there as far as you can. Get away from the warden. Please, I cannot emphasize this enough. Do not try and kill a warden. For one, it's not worth it. They don't drop a lot of good things. Two, it's ridiculously strong and it will kill you. It is faster than you, it is stronger than you, and it will catch up to you. Even if you try flying away, it can still hit you with the sonic boom attack. So please, if you encounter a warden, get away. If you do not have snowballs or eggs, then you just need to crouch, or if you're a fell folk, you can walk. Crouching, just crouch away slowly. Try not to let it catch up to you. Try to dig into a 1-block hole if you can get far enough, or find a tunnel to leave through. There are plenty of different ways to do it. Another way to stop Skulk from hearing you, or to stop the warden from hearing you, is walking or running on wool. Wool is sound dampening, so if you can get onto some wool, or if you have wool in your inventory, run on that. It will not hear you. Any questions about that? Very good. Another quote-unquote boss I'd like to talk about today is the Void Blossom. I've only ever encountered one of these, and we were able to kill it pretty fast, but it was a fairly decent-sized group of us. Daphne, you had notes on the Void Blossom, I believe?
I did not have notes, but I can describe it.
If you'd like to come up to the stand, that would be beautiful.
All right. So, where I have found the Void Blossom was near a skulk area, which it was quite dangerous. It is surrounded by overgrown, so the moss, the azalea, and those types of plants. It is a big flower of sorts. I don't believe I remember some of the
Sam. How
attacks
are
it had,
you?
as I was a bit further away. So you may want to
And I'm not
ask
talking
Lady
much, but I'm just trying
Luciala
to listen
about
to the
that.
notes.
I do remember
That's
some
good,
of
that's
them,
good.
but I will for sure
Just
ask
got back
her if
home.
she's
Oh,
spot
let's
more than
go.
one.
Now you can watch
Was there
PSMP.
Yeah,
anything
that
else
is.
you remembered on it?
Oh, goodness. Oh, yes, there were, I think, cages. It would regenerate its health. There were flowers that we were meant to. We beat it very quickly, so I don't believe it did all that much, but there were cages with flowers, and it was healing itself with those.
Thank you. Feel free to take a seat. Very good. Now, with the regeneration, we were able to get through it pretty fast because there were a lot of us just wailing on it. It was myself, it was Paxton, it was Asalia, it was Daphne, it was even Professor Carabin, or Carabin even. I think there was one more. There was one more. Oh, Tavali, you were there, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we were all there wailing on it. We were dealing a lot of damage and getting its health down fast, and its regeneration could not keep up.
Heck
However,
yeah.
something I noticed, if you are fighting one alone, its regeneration will keep up. You have to destroy the little plants that go into like they're in the cages near the void blossom in order to actually kill it fully. I noticed it has at least 2 attacks. One is more long range, one is short range. It will summon these thorny spikes out of the ground right next to it if you're right next to it hitting it, and those will do a decent amount of damage. And it will have a longer, I think it like throws some of the thorns at you from afar if it sees you. Luciala, do you have any other notes or comments? Okay.
Man, I still have press on
Any
from
questions
this
on the
wedding
Void
I
Blossom?
went to. It's so hard to type.
Okay. Leonidas, would you go fetch Hephaestus? Thank you. While Leonidas is gone doing that, another thing I'd like to talk about and sort of reiterate are mutant creepers. They are ridiculously strong. If if you are near one and you're doing melee type attacks and it dies, it will sort of suck you in for an explosion that will kill you. I went down to a mutant creeper recently. Thankfully, there were other people there, but I went down in one shot. I had full health and diamond armor. I was chilling, but I still went down in one shot. So please, please, I cannot reiterate this enough. Don't be a trophy hunter. Mutant creepers exist, they spawn. If they are in your path, find another path. Same for other mutant mobs. You should not have to go around killing them. If you find yourself in a situation where there is no like recourse, if it's a mutant creeper, please use ranged attacks if you can. This way you aren't near it when it explodes. Any questions?
Quite interesting, but
None. Okay.
there would be no way to fight a
When it
mutant
comes to
creeper.
the mutant skeleton, I have killed one myself recently. Leonidas was there. If its attention is on one person and they can sort of hide around, not really get hit, it's very easy to run in with melee attacks. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but again, because it is a mutant variant, I don't recommend fighting one, especially not on your own. If it's a buddy system, maybe, but if you can go around it, please go around it. As for the mutant zombie and mutant enderman, I haven't really encountered them myself all that often. I've seen like 2 mutant zombies total, really not a lot. And I actually never seen a mutant enderman in my life. I'm hoping to at some point. I'd like to study it. Any questions on any of the mutant mobs? Leviathan.
Regarding the mutant zombie, us group of sea monsters fought one a while back because it was in our path, and it was quite disruptive, but it was easy to take down together. We had to, however, it kept coming back until we burned it.
Yes. The mutant zombie will keep
What
returning.
is
It will keep
happening?
regenerating until
Hello?
you are able to burn it. It is very susceptible to fire, and it will die once you burn it. Paxton.
I think it also goes down after 3 times.
Okay.
Because
Write
I
that down.
once defeated one in the water, and I would love to, but you cannot really burn a mutant zombie in there.
Not quite, huh? Any questions? Okay. Again, I'm just going to reiterate one more time, especially with mutant creepers. If you can avoid it, avoid it. Don't be a trophy hunter. There is no reason to put your life on the line for you to look cool. Understood? I'll take that as a
Understood.
resounding understood. Thank you, Dante. Now, while, yes, there is really no point in going after these monsters, they still do drop things. The mutant skeleton drops their head, which I don't have on me, but I have in my backpack up in my office. The mutant creeper can drop a shard from the egg, which the shard, or it can just there's just a little baby creeper that comes from the egg, as you can see. Can you bring Hephaestus up to the stand, please?
If you're seeing all my
Would you introduce him
mistakes
to the
in
class?
spelling, no, you don't.
Oh,
He's so cute.
well,
He
you've
is
already
very
heard his
cute.
name is Hephaestus.
It's quite adorable.
He is just a little guy. Actually, now's a great time to say, if you see like a pale white frog hopping around, would you return it to knighthood? He escaped.
Poor Jimmy.
Right.
Jimmy.
Would you explain some stuff you've learned about Hephaestus?
Well, they start off rather weak and fragile, but if you give him gunpowder, that seems to be what heals him and also gives him more health. He also acts like a tamed animal, following and teleporting to me if I go too far. Can also sit him down.
I love him. Anyway, you can take him back to your seat.
I also did fight a mutant Enderman at one point, and at the end they fling you around a lot when they die.
Please note that down. If you ever see a mutant enderman, you decide to fight it for whatever reason, it will fling you around.
Oh, you reset.
They're not nice individuals.
Interesting.
I'm assuming everyone here has encountered an enderman. Just a regular, basic, tall, skinny enderman.
I believe I have.
Has anyone here not encountered one? Cool. It's a very basic monster. Who all knows what ender pearls can be used for? Aquamarine.
Ender pearls can be used. One, if you throw one for teleportation, it can teleport you to the spot where it lands. And then also ender pearls can be used to craft eyes of ender, pretty sure. And then I believe you combine it with some blaze powder. I only know this because we find a lot of these dungeons underwater. And you can put them in the little circle and go to another dimension with it. So yeah.
Okay. Yes, you can go to the end with Eye of Enders. You need them to open the portal, and they will lead you to the portal. As I've said before, please do not enter the nether or the end. We will go as a group some point. We will find the place where the end portal is. We will go in there as a group. We will fight the monster that is within there. It is a dragon. I hope you all are slowly getting prepared for that. And as I said last week, I do want to go to the nether with the Mob Studies group. I will probably be taking a trek in there, maybe today, maybe not. I was requested to grab some materials from there. But I will be going in there alone, or maybe with another professor. If you are ever going into the nether after it is opened by me, you will be required to have at least 2 different people with you. If I find you in the nether alone or with only one other person with you, you and that other person will be getting detention.
What
the nether
idiot would
is
try to enter the nether?
extremely dangerous.
I wouldn't answer that.
And it can kill you. It is slightly less dangerous to demons because we can, float in lava and not really get hurt by lava. But it is still incredibly dangerous with monsters that will most likely kill you. Any questions? Okay. As I said, we will be going to the Nether as a group within the next few weeks. So please get what materials you can to be prepared for that. Some empty backpacks, resources. Sea monsters, you should have water-breathing potions with you. Plenty, please. Great armor. I'm talking diamond armor, protection 4 if you can get it. Good weapons, bows, arrows, things like that. Any questions? Aquamarine.
So question about the water breathing potions. How are we supposed to obtain the water breathing potions if we do not have blaze powder in order to create them?
If you
That is a
are
good question.
beginning to lack in blaze powder or you just have none at all, come see me after the class. I will see what I can do to get some for you.
Thank you.
Of course. Anyone else? Any questions about the preparation for the Nether?
Cannot say I have any questions on that.
As for preparations for the end, again, it is a very dangerous place. The same rules will apply if you are to go in there after it is opened. You will be required to have 2 other people with you at least. Same rules apply again. If you are found in there alone or with only one other person, it will be detention for both of you. The end has pretty scary mobs as well, though mainly just the Enderman. Though there are structures in both Nether and the End that we will get to probably in the next class. However, I'd like to go back outside back when it turns nighttime. I don't think it's quite nighttime right now. Looks daytime. But I want to go do more mob observing. Maybe see some different mobs this time, hopefully. Hopefully we can see a stray, maybe a mutant skeleton out there. Hopefully we don't go down this time, if you know what I mean.
Did somebody go down now?
And I would like to get the chance for you guys to earn points in more ways than just
Are we going to die here?
note-taking. So if anyone has any specific, very detailed story about, let's see, what's a good mob? Let's get a detailed rundown of an evoker. Please raise your hand if you'd like to volunteer to earn 5 house points. If you make up the story and I find out, which will be easy because, you know, half of you probably haven't seen an evoker, then I will take away 5 points.
I'm not even quite sure what an evoker is.
Any volunteers? Diwali? Come up to the stand.
Evokers appear in raids. They are very quick on their feet and usually try to run from you when you approach. They summon the strays to protect them and aid them, which will disappear after a while, but they resummon them the longer the fight goes on and they continue to be with you. They have the magic attacks, the snapping teeth from the ground. Once you kill an evoker, it drops a totem, which you can pick up. Usually in raids, they appear about 2 to 3. They stay around the groups of the Vindicators and Pillagers, but may just run quite quickly around the village into multiple groups. And that's pretty much it that I have.
Okay, thank you. Now, does anyone have... I know last time a few people came to me after the class, and they gave me certain items. This is not going to be for house points, but if you have any items that you would like to bring attention to, or give to me personally, now is the time to do it. Please raise your hand. If you have any specific things that you want the whole class to take notes on, maybe it's a drop from a boss, maybe it's something you found.
I have a piece of rotten flesh, but
something
I
like
doubt
that.
That counts.
Leviathan, did you raise your hand?
Yes, I did find something. when I was heading over to our village for the kingdom building. May I come give it to you?
Yes.
It is not something a mob dropped, however, I believe it could be used to help dealing with the mob, and I don't wish to hold on to it, personally, for safety reasons. Here you are.
Ah. It is very simply a fire charge. This is a pretty standard thing to find. All they really do is set fire to something. It's a one-time use. You'll see gas in the nether, the big square floating guys. They shoot really big ones of these and cause a pretty big explosion. But for just a regular fire charge like this, it can light a nether portal, or it can put the ground on fire for just like one little area. But it's really not going to do a lot of damage. But you could potentially destroy a mutant zombie with this. Like, it sets fire to it. So, could be a handy item. Any questions about the fire charge? Okay. Does anyone else have any items they'd like to bring forth? Anything in particular that they found? Okay. Let's see. It's still daytime, huh? That's depressing. Let's see. I'm running out of topics here that I wrote down. Well, for the Paxton, yes.
I remember we were talking about what mutant creatures drop, and I happen to know that what the mutant skeleton drops is simply bones of his own body, and you can make a armor set out of it.
Well, there you go. You can make a sort of bone armor. Does a bone armor have any special properties?
From what I know, the leggings and boots do. I do not know about the chest plate, and the helmet is simply its head.
I see.
I think the boots give you a speed boost, and the leggings give you a jump boost, or it's the other way around.
Okay. But it provides a buff.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Thank you, Paxton. Daphne?
I believe Leonidas forgot to mention this about Hephaestus, but Hephaestus does not seem to be scared of us fell folk like most creepers are, which I found very interesting.
That is true. I believe we were sort of theorizing that it is a gained trait of creepers. For whatever reason, creepers who grow up with other creepers learn to be scared of cats and fell folk alike. But this creeper, Hephaestus, does not have such an experience. And please, I would ask, out of the bottom of my heart, do not give him a reason to be scared of you fell folk or any cats. He is simply a little guy, and I don't want him to be scared. Anything else anyone would like to bring to the forefront? Leviathan?
I don't know if this will help, since only half of us in this room might encounter these creatures, but I can give a detailed report about guardians.
Go right ahead.
For one thing, guardians and their respective temples, for sea monsters at least, are sacred. We prefer that they are protected. But in regards to defending yourself, sometimes there is no avoiding. It is best you run away as quickly as possible. Guardians shoot a type of laser-type beam at you that does damage, and they also send a phantom form of themselves that decreases and gives you mining fatigue. And they are not hostile to us sea monsters, but everybody else in this room they are.
Well done, thank you. Any questions about guardians? Okay. And this day's taking a while. Okay. Anyone else have anything they'd like to discuss? And for those newer students who weren't here the last week, something I mentioned is mob studies. I want you to think less of as a class and more of a sort of melting pot of experiences and knowledge. I don't know things about certain monsters. I didn't know you could craft bone armor because I try to stay away from mutant mobs. But everyone has their different experiences. And I find it very important that everyone shares those experiences so that we can all be as safe as possible. Any questions? Okay. Let's start moving to the north side. Everyone wants to get out of their seats here. Please take your book with you. There's going to be a lot of us moving. Hopefully everyone is awake and didn't fall asleep.
I'm quite awake.
I see 2 people still sitting down. 3 people even.
Sorry, I was taking notes.
You all good? Okay, let's go. You're going to head to the north side, because that's where a lot of the monsters actually spawn, is on that north side. Though, feel free, if you're studying the behavior of a monster, it doesn't always have to be a monster. If you see a pig roaming around, you could write down what you are watching of the pig. This is mob studies, not monster studies.
Well, that is good to know.
I would also ask everyone be mindful. There's a lot of us. Just make sure we're all watching each other's backs, not letting any creepers, sneak up. Alrighty. So we might have to go down the hill just a little bit here for monsters to actually spawn. I will go down there. If you all could remain up here, that would be good. I don't want a mutant skeleton spawn and see you and snipe you from 60 blocks away. But I will see if I can get some to spawn. Okay, I do see some monsters down at the tree line if you all want to move down just a little bit. There is a mutant creeper, so stay up here. Don't be dumb. I would like you all to pick one monster, not a group, just one particular monster that's out there. Study its behavior. We'll be here for a good few minutes here. If you need to get a little closer, you can come down. I would say down to here is your line. But please don't get any closer. I don't want you guys to get, destroyed out here.
Perhaps I will study this.
And this is for everyone to do, not just the new people. For everyone to do. Pick a monster, watch its behavior, take notes on it. Anything that you find of any sort of interest, please take notes of. It is just, we're not even halfway through the night yet, so vampires, you don't have to worry about your umbrellas quite yet. Did the mutant creeper disappear already? Bro dipped? Well, the mutant creeper disappeared, so I hope no one was trying to take notes on him. There's also an Enderman over here, if anyone's trying to take notes on the Enderman.
Oh, someone looked at it.
I believe someone's taking too close of a note.
I think I know who it is. Alright, everyone watch out. Let me deal with this, please.
I didn't even look at him.
He looked at you.
I'm looking at him.
Oh. He really liked you. He was a big fan.
He's a big fan.
Well, I hope no one was trying to study that Enderman. Marjorie, please head back to the group. Go back over there. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm just struggling to see anything from here.
Oh, I see. There are, I think some have despawned, some have respawned. There's a skeleton over here with gold armor. He does like me, but I can hold him off for a bit. For those who want to take notes on him. Anything about his movement, how he's shooting, anything at all. So if he keeps hitting me, he will die at some point. He is lighting me up.
So these reanimated bones. Well, no.
Okay. Hopefully you guys got some notes. If not, it's not going to be that big of a deal. It's not something that you're going to lose points over. Let's head back to the classroom because I don't want it to just turn day and vampires get burnt. Let's go ahead and head back to the classroom, everyone, please.
Also, Professor, if I could say something.
Yes.
When you take us down here, this is out of range of the conduit.
Is it? Okay, good to know.
It is.
Thank you for notifying me of that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's head up, everyone. Go ahead, Marjorie.
I was unsure if that was the way. I don't believe I've ever used this pathway. I'm not sure why. Perhaps I believed that this was restricted. All right.
Alrighty, welcome back, class. Thank you. I will be doing the exact same thing that I did last time, is I will be going from my right to left, top, well, I guess front to back, on what you guys took notes of. Just reading me your notes, pretty simple. Dante, you're first once again.
Okay. Well, with trying to conquer my fear of what we talked about, I looked at a spider, has far too many legs and eyes, and seems to be moving with time while walking. Through other studies, I've realized that it's behind, I suppose, spikes upward. Aggroes it.
Very good. Lucia.
A Enderman got, well, angry.
Any reason do you think why it got angry, or any other observations you noticed?
No. Just thought it got well mad.
Okay. Marjorie?
I was watching the skeleton that you were circling around the tree with. And I would say that they're quite faster than other, maybe like zombies and creepers, and really persistent. Also seems to have like an unlimited supply of arrows. I wonder if that can be tested.
Okay. Very good. Felix?
Endermen hate people looking at you. Or when people looking at them.
Okay. Anything else? Or just has
And then they
caught your
scream
attention?
at you really loudly and teleport to you really fast.
Okay. That is very true.
It seems that
Aquamarine?
Mixter, I can't see his name.
The Enderman that was locked on Felix as soon as Felix met its gaze, it directly ran over to him very fast, very quickly. So if you think you're not looking at one, you may want to double check because it can get to you very, very quickly. But I will also note that Endermen do not like water. So if you go in water to get away from an Enderman, it will work, as water damages them.
Okay, very good. Tavali?
I also looked at the Enderman. When looked at, they rush towards you, teleporting at will. Their jaw, unhinges and widen. They don't seem capable of climbing, so going onto a tree seems enough to stall them, and with how tall they are, you could also just hide in a space too small for them to fit into.
Okay. Very good. Paxton?
I was observing a sheep on the edge of a cliff. It was wandering a lot. It walked around a lot, like it seemed stressed. I felt like it was looking for grass, because it ate sometimes. It did not jump often, probably considering it was on the edge of a cliff. It stayed very safe and did not take risks to go to another block. And it moved alone, not in a pack.
Okay, very good. Vesman?
I had noticed a zombie that was fully armored, head to toe. I believe it was leather, and they were holding a shovel. All of it was shining with magical enchantment. And as based on last class, it seemed to present all the attributes that we had talked about already. The new thing that I saw was that it wasn't reactive, it was very docile, so maybe it's less of, we had talked about last class, them seeing us, but maybe it's about them hearing us instead. The armor, though, did prompt a question versus an insight of how did they acquire it? Did they die with it? Did they take it from someone? Are they sentient enough to be able to don armor?
It's a very good question. Very good question. My personal take, because there's not really any proof, I would say that they probably died with it. And when they became a zombie, they just still had it.
So could you then retrieve said armor when you kill it?
Sometimes. Sometimes it'll break when you kill it. I mean, a zombie, it was probably dead for a good amount of time, and the armor itself has been pretty worn and torn. But sometimes, yeah, you'll get a piece of armor off of it. It won't be great durability, and it probably won't be a great piece of armor, but it's armor.
I see.
Very good. Leonidas?
I was watching a skeleton that was... It seemed not to move towards any specific direction. Not at all. It stayed in one spot and only turned to scan its surroundings, I assume for someone to kill.
Okay. Ridley?
I observed a creeper, and alongside the many notes that were taken during our first session, I also noted that they seem to have a natural sense of camouflage where they are capable of blending into greener biomes. They do appear
Sorry, I
to
have no
have
idea why I'm, like,
staticky
so
nature,
burpy.
which I assume is attributed to their inner TNT and or chemical makeup that lights that TNT in order to make them explosive. I noticed that they have large cavernous eyes and a large open downturned mouth.
Okay, very good. Finn?
I actually didn't write anything down.
Any particular reason, or were you just not able to find a mob to study?
Not really a lot out there from where I could see.
Okay. Celica?
All right. I decided to observe a skeleton. Skeletons are reanimated bones that carry ranged weapons such as bows. Skeletons tend to move around a circumference as though guarding the perimeter of a treasure long since spirited away. As skeletons use ranged weapons, they are much stronger against vampires in their bad form. When approached, skeletons immediately take aim. They tend to take aim and move at the same time, which makes their movement far more dynamic. Skeletons, much like vampires, burn in the sun. Perhaps it is related to their status of being undead. And that is all I wrote.
Very good. Candace?
Because I focused mostly on specific mob behavior last week, I looked at general mob behavior this time around. And something I thought that was interesting was that, you mentioned you had to go closer to the mobs in order for them to reveal themselves. But surprisingly enough, I feel like tonight there were many mobs that just, after receiving no attention, just disappeared, even if we were looking at them. Like they just vanished within midair. I also noted what Veswin saw about the zombies and how it was interesting that they weren't locking in on targets this week. And I wondered if perhaps because the moon wasn't full this week, if that would have affected them in any way. And then I also noted that Enderman jaws become unhinged when they chase their prey, and I wonder if it's a tactic for intimidation.
Very good. Very good. Cinder?
I observed a spider at the base of the hill. I noted all of its eyes, and how it almost seemed peaceful. How they're not aggro until you get too close to them. Or it's nighttime, of course. They're almost like giant dogs.
I heavily disagree with that.
Okay, very good. Very good. Moving all the way back over
Nothing
here,
like
Vivian.
dogs at all.
I wrote my notes down for a skeleton. They can usually be found in dark places and mainly also at night. Most times, if you were to find them in the day, they would be hiding under trees or shades. I also realized that sometimes when fighting a skeleton, this is my own notes from experience, once its health runs low, sometimes it'll run away from you to get further away from getting more damage.
Very good. Very good. Moria?
I observed spiders, and I said spiders are low to the ground, so they're able to reach in smaller places. They have many legs, which enable them to climb up, like walls and stuff like that. And they have more eyes. The spider I was looking at did not really move around at all. It was mostly just looking around and observing. That's mostly what I wrote.
I had night vision the whole time.
Very good. Very good. Morale?
So I observed a skeleton creeper, as I had never seen one up close as it was out there. I noted that it had the same structure as a creeper, but its abdomen was all rib cage, like a skeleton. It was pale in coloring, had glowing eyes, and it seemed to do the scanning motion, similar to how someone mentioned last week the skeletons seem to scan their surroundings looking for a target.
Very good. Katarina?
I was watching over a spider that was down within a field of flowers. My notes on it is that it did not appear to be particularly aware of its surroundings, at least not noticing a group such as ours on top of the hill. It did, however, seem closer aware to those in the proximity of him. I noticed it was occasionally turning to scan its surroundings to keep an eye on the skeleton that was also within the flowers. He seemed aware, but not overly bothered, just keeping watchful eye on its movement. And then I'm assuming that with it hiding within the tall flowers, it may have been trying to use them as camouflage as well as the darkness of night to watch for prey.
Very good. Leviathan?
I decided to observe a spider as well, and I've noticed that unlike other hostile mobs, it seems to mind its own business for the most part. However, it tends to become agitated if you get too close, which makes me question if this is something due to the daytime versus the nighttime. During the day, they are not hostile and are quite friendly. During the night, however, I wonder if their vision is more obscured, and that is a fear that causes them to be more aggressive, even though they have multiple eyes.
It's a good theory. Good theory. Very good. Daphne?
Lots of
I
interesting observations
observed
today.
a creeper, and it was a green mob that is explosive. It seemed as though it was just moving around aimlessly, and nothing really caught its eye. That was mainly all I had observed.
Okay, very good. Moving on over to you, Ezra.
Wish I had a better answer, but I initially tried to study the mutant creeper, which then promptly disappeared. I moved on to a skeleton, which also then promptly disappeared. Onto a normal creeper, which disappeared and was replaced by a zombie wearing leather armor and wielding a shovel, which I did think was interesting. However, I noted down the zombie last week, so I moved along. I eventually settled on one of the skeleton creepers that thankfully did not disappear. I noticed that it was, at least in this instance, a lot more passive. The zombie that I studied last week seemed like it was on a swivel almost. It never stopped looking around. Meanwhile, the skeleton creeper seemed a lot more reserved. It made a few turns, but otherwise was stuck in its place, merely waiting.
Awaiting
Okay,
what, I
very
wonder.
Good. Mateo, right?
Yes, Mateo.
Cool.
I was looking at, there was two Endermans. I was looking at one Enderman and it just was, it really liked to teleport around for movement. So I'm assuming that's how they like to move, like in general. And like the one that attacked Felix also liked to teleport, but like for like combat like advantage mostly.
I will
Very
say.
good.
That's it.
He also sticks out like a sore thumb.
Okay. So the last thing I'd like to end this class with is the idea of monsters just dipping, right? Like we saw it with the mutant creeper. Ezra really saw it with other mobs as well.
They do.
What
tend to
I
just
have
disappear.
noticed, if they are donning armor or even holding an item of any sort, the chance of them just somehow getting lost in your vision, like other monsters do, decreases exponentially. They stick around longer, and I mean, maybe it's because they think they have a better chance against you if they see you, because they have armor or they have some sort of weapon. So keep that in mind. Things that are holding besides skeletons, obviously, but things that are holding a different item or wearing armor typically don't disappear. Any questions? Okay. Like last time, I will be going over the notes tomorrow, by the end of tomorrow night. So please leave your books on your lecterns. Go through them. Write whatever notes you want to about today's class. Anything you'd like to put in there. If you need time to let the notes sink in and understand exactly what you want to write, that is fine. All I ask is that it is done by tomorrow night so I can take a look at them and find out who I want to have points for whatever reason. Paxton.
Is it alright when you did not have the 20 pages in your first book to have this second lesson in the same book as the first one?
Yes, as long as you didn't have over like 40 pages, like some people, then hey, I would like to say, I'm not shaming anyone.
Did he have
I
over 40
actually
pages?
loved seeing two people specifically
Quite diligent.
dedicate themselves to taking very thorough notes. That was Willow and Ridley. Took some of the most thorough notes I have ever seen, way thorough than I would have done, way more thorough even. So they earned points for it. Don't just throw in fluff though. If you're actually going to make those notes that long, I need substance. Otherwise I will fall asleep reading them. Daphne.
For those who were not here last class, are we able to get notes from other students?
Yes, I would just ask, please do not look into other people's lecterns. That is part of mob studies rules. However, if you want to go up and ask a student, hey, let's compare and contrast notes and see what I can throw down here, that's completely fine. I don't consider that plagiarism. Ridley.
Would you like me to give you my previous book and place this book down in its place?
Yes.
Or okay.
That would be acceptable. If today you have reached that 40-page mark through your notes, like normal, you will still put it on the lectern. But for next week, I will give you a new book. This way you don't have to go through 40 pages worth of notes just to make new notes.
Okay, whoa. I'm
Any other
vibrating my mic
questions?
way too much. I need to stop. Let's sit on my bouncy leg.
Class
why
is
don't we?
dismissed. Please put your books down when you are done with them.
Perhaps I will return for this later. Is this... Is this perhaps your book?
No, mine is right here.
The signs should all be to either the right or the left, depending on which side you're on.
I believe it's to the right, but it seems there's already someone else's book in my spot.
Well, how did this happen?
Beats me, I suppose. I don't wish to look at it. You said yourself it is not...
I don't know whose book that is. Yeah, for now, I will take it, and you can put your book down there.
Thank you, Professor.
Of course. Yes.
Quite strange. Will there ever be a right time? Yeah, 40 pages is crazy work. And I think I'm doing the most? Hell no. I may just... Can we copy and paste this? Yes, we may. Not sure if I really wanted to have that list just in the middle. It does seem very unorganized. I think I would rather all of the skeleton notes be on one page. Oh, goodness. Generally. I can't type. It's these stupid press-ons, man, I'm telling you. So, generally, any mob who may be classified as undead, such as a zombie or a skeleton, burn in daylight. I made pretty good observation, I must say. What is it? Perhaps it's the font. Undead. Ah. Most everyone has gone. He's still here. Oh. Those markings.
Hello. Are you waiting?
Talk to Professor Castiel for a second.
Perhaps it's none of my business.
Yeah, the rest is all in the hallway.
Yet. Maybe this will work. Just to make sure he knows who I'm addressing. The class room. Come alone. No, that doesn't seem right. Hello? I wish to speak to you. Meet me. in the hallway. Come alone. Yes, that way he will have less people tagging along with him. Is that good? I think that's good.
That is a good point.
The lady. Perhaps I will wait here. Perhaps I should have made more detailed notes. I can always do that later, though, I presume. I do want to ask him about those icebreakers he tried at that party. People seem to quite like him. Perhaps I need to observe more. Well, especially after the incidences. Maybe a bit harder, but I guess it intrigues me how someone can be so social. Is being social normal? I mean, I hardly see the point in hanging around others for recreational fun. Perhaps in the meantime I shall read through the new rules. The rules of Etherthorn Academy exist not to confine its students, but to guide them. They protect the harmony of the campus, ensure the safety of all who dwell within it, and preserve the delicate balance between ambition and restraint. As you enter Everthorn, remember, these laws are more than regulations. They are vows, threads in the tapestry of a community built upon respect, curiosity, and the pursuit of excellence. To honor them is to honor Everthorn itself. Students are expected to treat all classmates with kindness, respect, and consideration at all times. Of course, though I feel that that should not have to be said. Then again, when I first came back, that was quite rough. Everthorn Academy is home to many origins, cultures, and ancient traditions. Students must remain mindful of these differences and conduct themselves in a manner that makes every individual feel welcomed, included, and safe within the academy. Discrimination, disrespect, or insensitivity towards another's customs or heritage will not be tolerated and may result in disciplinary action. That's very fair. Etiquette. All students are required to uphold proper behavior and noble bearing at all times. This includes the monitoring of one's attitude and tone, ensuring that speech remains calm, respectful, and measured when addressing classmates, professors, or court authorities. Students must conduct themselves with dignity, free from rudeness, insolence, or any display of unbecoming manner. Any lapse in proper behavior, whether through discourtesy, raised voice, disrespectful tone, or improper conduct, will be regarded as a serious breach of decorum and will result in immediate correction and disciplinary action as deemed appropriate by faculty or court elders. All students must adhere to the Academy dress code while attending classes, practical sessions, and any official school event unless explicitly stated otherwise by their professor. Uniforms are to be worn correctly and maintained in presentable condition at all times. Any student found not wearing the proper uniform during classes will be subject to disciplinary action at the discretion of the presiding professor. Penalties may range from point deductions to formal reprimands. Ah, seems he responded. Perhaps I will allow him to see me better.
Yeah.
He is quite cute. I suppose it is quite nerve-wracking. But it is necessary questions that I must ask.
Apologies for just passing you by. Did you enjoy the class?
I did indeed. I was simply waiting on somebody, so I did not mind.
Oh, I see. Your observation was very meticulous.
I thank you. Though it seems you tend to do more practical evaluations than I do.
Right.
I see you gave him a name.
Yes.
Hephaestus. Does that mean anything?
Because it refers to someone who's good at forging. Reference to volcanoes and such.
Hello, Father Leonidas.
Father?
God is not the other name that I just had explained to me.
It's your son.
Are you his father? You seem far too
Well,
young
I
to be
didn't.
a parent.
I did not help in creating him. He hatched from an egg that I found.
Oh.
The father that stepped up.
Interesting. In any case.
It's like an adoptive father.
I see.
That's the thing. Well,
He
were
does
you
seem-
heading to... Or, oh, sorry. You go.
No, I was simply commenting that he is quite adventurous.
That does seem to be the case. Maybe you
Yes, he
should
took a
make sure he
dip in
doesn't
the
get
lava
too far
earlier.
off. He did.
Yes, I had to
Oh,
feed him
hi.
more
Hi.
gunpowder.
Hi. Just, okay.
I had to feed him more gunpowder.
I think he likes you.
I don't know why. No offense
It
to him,
seems
but he's
the
quite ugly.
only-
But
The
he wants
only
you to
demon he
draw.
has not liked is Cinder.
Well, it's just weird because Cinder's actually quite nice.
Well, he did joke about eating him.
Oh, I see.
Well, I'm not entirely sure it was a joke.
Well, that'd be a very sad way to live life. That's all I can say.
I suppose Hephaestus is like many other mobs. They tend to detect when people have malintent towards them.
That is true. It's funny though. I really hope you keep him in the room because I swear if I accidentally see his head, I am worried I will kill him because I'll be like, "There's a creeper in the dorms," and then someone's dead. So just make sure he's. But if okay, so picture this: I'm walking down or up a stairway, and I see a head poking up from the top. I am going to go swing in first, as compared to the questions. So I'm just saying, as a heads up, I try to keep him in your room so that way I don't accidentally murder him. I don't want to.
Hello.
I see. Oh. After them waiting, we were going on a walk. I will be leaving now.
Of course.
Right.
Good
Well, enjoy your
sleeping,
walk.
Leonidas.
Right. Were you waiting for Leonidas, Riley? Were you not gonna join them?
I guess not. I didn't get invited out. I would go find Vivian anyways.
All right. Have
Hey.
fun. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Talk soon.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Aqua.
Hello.
Hi. I have a question for you. What is your name?
Oh, I'm Lady Celica DiMartino of Court Bloodwin.
My name is Duchess Aquamarine Undine Court Cerulean. Did you comment on something earlier when I walked past you?
No, in fact, yes, I did. I simply noticed the markings on your arms.
Oh, yeah. Did you have any questions about them or just like an observation?
Do they not hurt?
No. I've had them my whole life. Like literally, I don't remember a day where I did not have them.
They don't?
No, they don't hurt. They glow sometimes, but only when I'm really upset. That's about it.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't get upset that often around people. Or at least I try not to.
Makes sense.
That's strange. Don't mind me. I apologize for making unsightly comments about your appearance.
No, it's okay. It's a question I get a lot. Some of the professors have actually asked me about them, so I get it.
I see.
But
Well,
if you have any...
As long as you are not in any pain.
No, I'm not in any pain. But if you have any other questions anytime, feel free to ask.
Of course. I will be sure to let you know.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Later.
Seems we do get interrupted quite a lot.
This is just the way things are, I guess. But okay, so I guess this confirmed to me that you are indeed the Lady Celica. It is nice to make your acquaintance again. I think we've met at least once before.
Very briefly at the party you were trying to throw, however, Court Bloodwin was pulled away for a separate issue.
I remember that. I tried my best to not take it too personally, as I knew that I was hoping that everyone would have a chance to come together, but I assume it must have been pressing matters if you guys were all taken away. I think Rosalind came by later, which was nice, but I think she was the only vampire who managed to have time to come over.
I see. I suppose I just wanted to ask you a few questions.
Oh, okay, sure. That's fine. I can't promise you depending on what kind of questions they are, I don't know if I'll have answers that I can give or that will be given, but you're welcome to ask.
Okay. My first is, you mentioned icebreakers. I don't believe anybody ever answered me about what they are.
Oh, well, an icebreaker is sort of like, it's like when you take time to ask someone a question that's sort of like a surface level question. So like, for example, if I ask like, what's your favorite food dish? It's sort of like a question that most people can answer off the top of their heads without having to think too hard, but lets you get to know someone in a casual way.
So nothing too prying.
Not usually. I mean, some people will ask some pretty big questions, but usually those are reserved for like more special occasions, but not usually for casual gatherings like parties.
I see. So it has nothing to actually do with breaking ice.
No, I guess not. To be honest, I really don't even know. Well, it's sort of like the metaphorical ice, like how it's like when you break ice, you're causing the ice to fracture, so that way it's more, I don't even know, like digestible, maybe, I guess. It's sort of like, it's like the first like pick of a pickaxe in the snow. Like it kind of it disrupts it, but like makes it a little better,
And
sort of thing.
these icebreakers help you
However,
get to know people.
the
Yeah, generally
explanations
speaking.
vary depending on the sea monster.
I see. Perhaps that is why people seem so willing to participate.
I would think so. It's
Good
sort of
evening.
Your Highness.
Hello, Prince Ezra.
Kender, sir.
Hi. Yes.
Good to see you again. I don't believe I've seen you after the first night.
No, I don't think so. And I was actually just talking to Celica about that, because I know that you all were required elsewhere, so you didn't get the chance to stick around. Rosalind stopped by for a brief while afterward,
did she?
but she was the only one who came by.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello. Good seeing you.
Sorry, we just walked through. Hello.
Hello.
Well, I'm sorry if we're interrupting on your conversation. We just saw
No,
other
I believe I was
vampires.
interrupting on this conversation.
Oh.
I saw Celica and wished to stop by. I was just finishing a meeting with Professor Castiel.
That is very generous of you, Your Highness.
Of course. If you wish for us to step away, we can, but I figure the more the merrier.
Well, that would be up to Lady Celica. She's the one who asked for the conversation. So if it's something you'd like to
You
have,
needn't
then that's up to
intrude,
you.
Your Highness. It is nothing that you need to concern yourself with.
Very well. I'll take my vampires and leave. Best of luck.
Well, thank you. Interesting turn of phrase, but that's okay.
What, his vampires?
Well, actually, it was more the words you chose to use. I thought it interesting that you said that, he had no reason to intrude. Is that how you viewed his contribution if he were to stay?
Not quite. More so, I'd rather not have this conversation in front of His Highness. It would be quite unbecoming of me.
Noted. Well, we have been having a lot of conversations lately about behavior that is unbecoming, so I can understand your concern.
I simply asked because you seemed very sociable. And
It's something I try to be.
I see. I simply wished to know, so that I may know better for the future. Especially in my absence, seeing that there was many things that happened. I wished to learn to connect.
Oh. Well, I guess in the sense of if you ever are interested in tips, I mean, it's something that I've learned a lot about just from my own training, as one of the heirs to Court Cinderloon, sort of, kind of. It doesn't really work exactly the same way that heirs work in other kingdoms. I'm still biologically related to my brother, who has become the lead heir of our kingdom. And since I'm part of his family, there's some special privilege bestowed on that, but I'm not. Anyways, but point is, I'm used to talking with people, so I am familiar with that. So if you ever want to talk about that in general, I'm happy to offer advice. Or if you're simply asking about me, in terms of getting to know me and connect with me, then that I'm always happy to chat. Generally, if I'm in a sociable mood.
I see. I suppose I did. In fact, the first day, I recall, all the demons passed me by when I had bowed, but not you. You seemed respectable. not like what I'd heard.
Oh. Well, I guess I'm glad that I defied that expectation. I suppose you know, I can tell when someone's looking for a certain type of response, and I'm more than happy to reciprocate in kind. So the fact that you bowed first made it much more easy for me to know that that was something that perhaps you would like to receive back.
Is that some sort of thing they teach you in Court Cinderloon?
I mean, sometimes we care a lot about. We have a variety of people from different areas in our culture. We have, a unified republic that everyone's kind of governed by, but we have a lot of smaller areas where there's a lot of cultural differences. So oftentimes it's a matter of understanding, okay, what is important to someone else might not be important to one other person, but you still need to respect both or all. And so a lot of the training we receive is about watching people and seeing how they do things so that we can best know how to communicate with them.
I see. It's like a matter of respect. I think I understand.
Yeah, I guess that's a way to put it.
I see. Thank you. This has been quite insightful.
I'm glad. I'm happy you were able to glean something from just me chatting.
Of course. May I speak to you again if I see you?
Yeah, that'd be no problem at all. In fact, I think something I did want to say earlier, and I guess since we're talking now, I can mention it. I really appreciated the way that you almost poetically gave your notes during class earlier. Your reflection, it felt very much like I was listening to someone reciting poetry at a slam or something. So
A slam?
yeah, it's a it's a casual term used to describe people coming together to recite poetry together. It's almost like a party, but it's more quiet, contemplative.
Oh, I see. With slam, I would have assumed physicality.
Yeah, I guess it's a weird word to choose. I kind of forget that it's. I'm just so used to the casualness of it, but yeah, it's more like a poetry gathering, I guess.
I see. But
Yeah.
regardless, I thank you for complimenting me on my note-taking abilities.
Well, yeah, I appreciate the compliment that you gave me, and you're probably so far the vampire I've had the most distinct pleasure of getting a chance to talk to.
Is that so?
Yeah, partially because I haven't really spoken with many vampires, but you're the first that's actually made an effort to want to speak with me, so I'll take that as a win.
I see. Interesting. In any case, I do not wish to keep you for much longer than I already have. But it was lovely getting to speak with you, Lord Candace.
Yeah, it was nice getting to speak with you too, Lady Celica. And if more opportunities for conversation open up, I'll be more than happy to talk.
Myself as well.
Wonderful. Well, then I guess I will see you around.
I'll see you around.
Right?
He's far more respectful than I could have ever imagined. As he returned into the classroom, I do think it would be rude to follow him. It definitely would be. Lord Leonidas said that following people is rude. I still feel quite guilty about that. But perhaps I too should learn some icebreakers. What would be a good icebreaker? What is a good thing to say to somebody? Perhaps somebody would be interested in politics. It seems I'm far too deep in thought. Ah, the farm. That's right. Oh. Good day.
Good day.
Is this your favorite spot?
Indeed it is.
I've noticed you do seem to be around here quite a lot.
Do you mind if I try to say your name?
Go right ahead.
Celica DiMartino.
That is correct.
Wonderful. See, I said I would learn it.
Indeed you did. Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
What are your opinions on the socioeconomic state of Court Cinderloon? Is that a tough question?
Barely managing.
I see.
Good evening.
Evening.
Evening. I see.
Why do you ask?
Perhaps that's not a good icebreaker.
Okay. How about this then? What is your favorite class to take?
Unfortunately, I cannot say, as I've been absent.
Fair.
Perhaps next time I see you, I'll come up with a better one.
I'm looking forward to it. I will come up with more interesting things to ask you as well.
Of course.
Till then.
Until then. Still quite the odd fellow. I wonder if Lady Veswin finds it odd. Regardless of if we're convening for the throne, we need to show the other courts due respect.
Hello again.
Hello. Hello. Hello again.
Hello.
Do we have wheat? I suppose I'll need to go find some. I must allow them to repopulate, as I accidentally took one of their own. Is that the sound of a bell? That's so cute. Fanny, hello! Hi, I don't know if I missed you. I don't know if I missed you. Hello, but hello. I'm just trying to repopulate. Oh, this is a disaster. They're all following me. Also, do we not have a composter over here? That might be a problem. Do you think the headmaster would allow us to have composters? Do we not have any over here? I wonder if perhaps I would be allowed to produce one. He's gone. I do believe I have some left over at the dorm. Maybe I can. I'm still here, yes, hello. How's stream been so far? It's been good. Celica's been talking to people, and I'm happy about it. Oh. There's that Felix. Is he by himself? Should I try my wonderful news? I know. She's gonna make so many friends, guys, I promise. But is he alone? Perhaps I should try an icebreaker on him.
Yeah, they're kind of mean.
Good day.
Oh, hello. We're talking about the fish.
Ah. Fishing, I see.
Kill
him.
May I
Guys are
ask you
rude.
something? What is your opinion on the socioeconomic state of Court Solmera?
Holy crap.
It's a court full of cats?
Perhaps it is not a good icebreaker. Thank you.
No problem.
I hope everyone thinks she's a little bit weird. That's my goal, to just be a little bit silly. But yeah, she got to talk to Candaris. She's so awkward. Yeah, that's what I was going for. She got to talk to Candaris. She talked to Cinder. She talked to Aqua a little bit. Things are looking up for Celica, though Veswin did try to warn me to not talk to people, but it would be disrespectful to. And, well, Celica never really truly got to understand her grandmother before she died. And perhaps now may be the time. At the current moment, I am just trying to make some composters for the farm, because we do have a lot of excess seeds. Of course, Celica was personally told by the headmaster to mingle, to make friends. In fact, I believe doing so would be to great benefit of Court Bloodwind if they are to take the throne. I would much rather be at peace with the other courts than to be at war, though it seems some are of a different opinion. Is that good? Am I doing good? Oh my god, do I have characterization? Is this characterization, guys? There's a book supply here. Never actually seen inside the vamp dorm. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. This is our storage room, just in general. If you saw that, no you didn't. Oh yeah, it's so good. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to talk about who built it, but they did a very good job. Though made by a certain diva who is pink and has diamonds. And by a certain Serpentia lady. Only familiar with the demon dorm. Hat. Seth Stad. Seth Stad. But yeah, we just have common rooms. That room is Ezra's. I think it's Ezra's. Yeah, it is Ezra's. He's on the top floor. Cause he's the big guy on top. He's the big kahuna.
Question mark?
We're not sure what Mocha Jr. is.
Oh.
Oh.
Take him to mob studies. Oh, just immediately getting comfortable on the bed.
Well,
interesting.
That was bothering you, wasn't it?
Are Ezra and Veswin fraternizing? Perhaps I should pretend like I heard none of that. What was that? Hello? What is that? Somebody get an alley. Oh no. Chat room, I think I'm stumbling across a lot of things I should not be seeing. I'm just gonna go back to the farm and mind my business. In any case, how are you, Benny? How's your day been? Oh, and it is evening, so I do not need my umbrella. I do believe I saw on the notice board that the headmaster would be away. Perhaps Professor Castiel. Professor Castiel. I saw on the notice board. Woke up at 3 p.m., so I think that says a lot. Oh god, I wish. Have some artwork to work on because I'm hoping to get the green light to post my OC for the event tomorrow. Oh, is that the PSMP OC? Is that what that is? Oh my god.
Hi.
Are we in an open group?
Yeah.
Aha.
I think she's in her mind. Hello.
Hello? I'm terribly sorry. I do not believe I know your names.
Let's try again.
Professor. I was trying to speak with him, actually. I wanted to get your permission for something really quickly.
How can I help you?
I noticed that the farm does not have a lot of composters, despite the fact that we have way more seeds than we could potentially ever need. So I was hoping we could perhaps use composters to turn them to bone
Luciala,
meal.
where are you? Where are you?
What?
Could we not? Could we... Luciala, please don't...
Okay. Don't mind that. Yes, if you want to put some more compasses in there, I am not opposed.
Of course. I did notice that you were acting headmaster for the time being, so I figured I would ask.
I appreciate it. Feel free to put in a few more composters. Not too many, but you can put in some more.
I have only a few in any case, so...
Alright, that works out then.
Alright. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fair upgrade.
Ready
I'll
to
stream
upgrade?
it. Yeah, it's fine. See you later.
See you. What in the world was that? In any case, I have been really loving seeing people's OCs, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's so peak. Like, honestly, I'm really happy with her design. I can be sneaky and show you. Do I want special treatment? Do I want to be bad? Should we get fries for the table? Should we be bad? Should we be bad, guys? But only if you want to. Well, there they are again. Ah. Well, it seems that our destination was the same.
Yeah. Look at the sheep.
It is very rotund. I'm terribly sorry. I don't think you ever gave me your names.
No, I don't believe so either.
Well, I'm Lady Celica DiMartino of Court Bloodwyn. And you both?
No, go ahead.
That's
Good question.
Do you not know your own name?
I'm having a weird day.
Yep, she's
Okay.
off of it today. Hence, I was talking to Professor Castiel about it. It's Luciala. I
Luciala.
don't know her last name.
I see. And yourself?
I'm Paxton Cathulos, but you can call me Pax.
It is good to meet you.
He's my favorite blue person.
The only blue person.
Why are you calling him a blue person? I mean,
Because he's blue.
Yes, he's blue, but...
And it's a pretty shade of blue.
Thank you.
Normally it is of huge disrespect to comment on another's skin tone.
We have become friends in the past week, and indeed, normally it would be, but since we are friends,
It's
and she has been clearly out of it today, I don't really mind.
Friends, you say? Hmm. May I ask you something then? What are your opinions on the socioeconomic state of your respective courts?
Holy fuck, that was... I choked on my...
No thoughts, only meow.
As in...
I suppose once
like,
again it is not a
rules
very
we've
good
been hearing?
icebreaker. I will have to definitely come up with a new one.
No, it's just the words you used. I am one myself, not too big of a reader. I'm not book smart.
I see. Hmm.
But your question. Did you repeat it?
What is your opinion on the socioeconomic state of your respective court?
Economic, that has to do with money, right?
Yes. Is
I think we're doing-
politics not something you wish to discuss?
No, I'm fine with discussing politics if I knew. I deeply apologize.
No, it is quite
Where
alright.
the-
It seems I've asked a difficult question. I thought it would be simple.
I definitely think that with a lot of other people, it would be simple, and with Luciala, normally it would be simple.
I see. So this is not Lady Luciala's normal state.
Mm-mm. Far from.
I see. I believe that pig likes you.
Aww, big cutie. Say hi.
Hi?
I'm gonna name him something.
Well, I simply came here to place some composters. We have far too many seeds than we ever know what to do with, and I believe it
Oh,
could
for sure.
help propagate the farms much quicker.
That is very thoughtful of you, and I completely agree.
Of course, it does take quite a while for the wheat to grow otherwise, so any way to expedite the process should be good. She's acting very interesting.
Maybe if
Yeah,
I sit
Luciala?
here long enough, I can rot and become something pretty.
Why would you want to rot? That's...
Why not?
You're alive, breathing, worth
Aw.
something?
Lady Luciala, are you feeling unwell?
I'm alright.
You said you were going to do you feel as though you're going to pass away?
No, I just want to stay here and see how long it would take.
Die?
No, just rot. Oh,
Do you have an umbrella? Do you have an umbrella?
Yes.
Okay.
My apologies.
You have two now. You can dual wield them.
I'm quite all right.
Ah, very well.
Sorry. If you could just look away for a moment. Apologies.
No, you're quite all right.
So, are you taking custody of her for now?
I was tasked with indeed watching over her for the time being by Professor Castiel himself.
I see. Are we not meant to... Well, I suppose there's no medical doctors here.
I wish I could help her more right now, but all he said was be positive around her, because he feels like it may have been an effect of negativity towards her.
Negativity?
Mm-hmm.
Is this possibly in reference to the happenings of last week?
What happenings of last week?
Were there not a number of incidents between courts?
Right, I don't think it's No, I don't think it's about that. Let me just take this pig off of the cow. There we go. Oh, and there's more animals being stacked.
Lord Leonidas?
Hello.
Are you familiar with Lady Luciala?
We've met on occasion.
She seems to be in quite a mood.
Don't expect anything out of her today.
A mood?
Her accent's changed and she's... Yep, this.
Interesting. I was just
Her
going down here for
accent was
wheat.
different before.
I had noticed in class a bit of an odd answer. I'm going to get wheat.
Lord Leonidas? Lord Leonidas? I did take some of the wheat, so if you are looking for it.
Thank you. I need to make hay bales for some protection puppets.
Puppets?
Yes. Are you needing this wheat back, or can I use it all?
You may use it. I was simply trying to repopulate the farm.
Right. Yes, there's been instances of people possibly having their tag locks taken, or possible voodoo dolls being made of them.
Voodoo dolls?
And so, yes.
Is that not forbidden?
It is, I believe, but that's not stopping them, as it's quite hard to catch someone.
Oh, goodness.
Indeed. I've been trying to circumvent using sigils that prevent someone from taking your tag lock from your bed, at least. Can't prevent from your person. But I can make protection puppets so that you're not affected by any voodoo ones. Please. And I did not bring my kelp. Great. Not my dried kelp. No furnaces. Do I have a furnace?
That is quite strange that you would need a forbidden item for protection.
No, only the ones that... Protection puppets are not... All puppets are not illegal or forbidden.
I see. Forgive me, I am not quite knowledgeable on this subject.
It's quite alright. Not many are. I've been trying to put sigils, but they are quite costly to make. Which also the offer extends to vampires. If I have enough materials for a sigil, I'm able to give them to people for them to place in their dorms.
That is quite generous of you.
I don't think anyone should be forced to move without their consent or have potions splashed on them without knowing the recipient.
Forced to move. Potions.
A voodoo puppet will enable them to move a person. If they throw it in a direction, that person will be forced to move in that direction.
I see.
And if you splash a potion onto that puppet, then it gives the person that effect.
I see.
Indeed.
That is no good.
Unfortunately. Right. Unfortunately, these protection puppets do require blood, so I can't offer those to anyone who isn't... Well, it's understandable that no one would want to have a stranger take their tag lock.
Does it require the blood of the person?
Yes, a protection puppet has to be tied to the person that it is protecting via blood.
I see. That is very interesting. I suppose I'll have to keep watch over things like that.
Indeed. Someone has recently broken into my room.
Is that so?
Trying to obtain mine. Yes, unfortunately.
I wonder who would cause such disrespect.
I'm not quite sure, honestly, but courts aren't exactly friendly to each other. Well, I'll be going now. I appreciate the wheat that you handed me.
Of course. I did not want to leave you without anything.
And if at some point you do wish to have a protection puppet and trust me enough to take your tag lock, I'm of course willing to make one for you.
I will let you know if the need ever arises. Lord Leonidas may be kind, but allowing him to take my blood? That's almost akin to sacrilege. Perhaps I have been too trusting. But how do you not trust somebody, but also need to mingle, to be close?
Before we gotta worry about anything.
I
I'm pretty
don't
sure
want to go home.
our family's feast is in like a week and a half, Felix.
Oh!
Valid
Is it?
reaction.
Yeah.
I'd say there's no.
I'm not keeping track of time.
And then there'll be another one when the snow falls. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
No, my apologies. I did not mean to sneak up on you. I've been told
You're
that following people is rude, so I figured I would allow my presence to be known.
I'm Ridley Fenwick. This is my brother Felix Fenwick, the cat one. This is my friend Finn, my friend Paxton, and Lord Leonidas, and Lady Luciala.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm Lady Celica DiMartino of Court Bloodwin. It is a pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
Though I do recall that your brother was unceremoniously attacked by an Enderman today.
Yeah, that did happen.
There's a big fan.
It would seem so.
I think the Enderman was just jealous, to be honest.
I was gonna say, it was really uncalled for that he also screamed.
Jealous?
Like, attacking somebody is one thing, but screaming at them is crazy work.
What?
Jealous.
Screaming?
Enderman.
What are we jealous of?
Please keep up.
Finn said that the Enderman was jealous.
Oh,
Yeah, he might
I
be.
mean, Felix is very fluffy. I could see how somebody would be jealous of that.
Is he?
I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose fluffiness can keep you warm in the stark winters.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I was unaware that mobs could feel jealousy.
It's just a theory. We're working on it.
For mob studies?
Possibly. Possibly. Don't
It could
take it with a
be-
grain of salt, but theory's a theory, nonetheless.
Of course.
Could just have anxiety with eye contact.
I mean, so do I.
Who does?
Got people that are just
That
like
is-
staring.
Are you not meant to stare at people?
I mean, there's a limit of politeness with staring. They say that you can only stare at somebody in the eyes with them also staring you at the eyes for so long before you either feel intense hatred or romantic feelings.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a study. It's a biological thing.
That is...
Fucking minging.
What did I
Perhaps I should
hear?
stop staring.
Is she on what they call catnip?
I fucking think so. It's insane, and I have to
hope
watch
not.
her. I got
No.
cast by
I
watch.
can't.
Like,
They're too fucking silly, guys. They're too silly. I can't.
I was told that another
I can't be
Felfolk was
silly
on
this
it.
season.
I'm not
I
quite sure
can't.
what catnip is. Well, I know it's a plant. I don't know why it was important that they were on it.
I'm not knowing that shit.
Why is there so many fish in the water?
There go. Boat vanished. Oh, nice to meet you, by the way.
Of course. It's a pleasure to meet you too. I do appreciate you trying to answer my icebreaker.
Yeah. No problem.
However, I do believe it's not a good one. I'll have to find a new one.
I mean, you tried your best. That's all that matters.
Of course.
I have an oatmeal with strawberries that I can't eat. Does anyone want it?
Unfortunately,
Can you
I
eat
cannot.
cake?
Well, I've never tried. Since
I
I
could trade you.
doubt we can.
I have a cake. If not, I also have other things that I can give you.
No, I cannot eat this.
But you have to place the cake down most of the time.
Let's see. What else do I have that I
I
can?
believe it's only a single slice.
Oh.
If it were a full cake, I could perhaps eat it.
See, I got it from somebody who said the same thing. She said that she could eat it when it was full, but not when it was.
Would you?
I don't have
Luckily,
anything
this
other
came
perhaps be
from
referred
Royal
to
Coast.
as black
It's
wood.
alright.
Yeah, I'm repopulating the sea.
was,
No, they do that on their own.
Yeah, I believe it was
I'm
Lady
helping.
Blackwood. It was Marjorie.
you can keep it. I
and
can't
making it
eat
Mateus,
it.
I
worse.
believe.
No, you're doing
Oh,
very good.
thank
Never
you.
mind. Don't listen to what I said. You're doing great. Fantastic.
Lady Blackwood does
I'm
tend
proud
to
of
give
you.
out pastries quite often.
I don't trust that.
Hello.
Yeah.
No, I'm genuinely proud of you. Look at all the fishes she
Riley!
caught.
How was Hi.
Hello.
How was fishing? How was fishing?
It's good.
Good.
It's good.
Your sister.
We're catching
Putting them in the
fish.
chest.
Lord Leonidas. Your
Yes.
sister, I presume.
Yes, this is
Hello.
Riley.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I do believe I caught a short glimpse of you on the first day at the party.
Nice to properly meet you then.
Good to properly meet
And-
you. I'm Lady Celica
Yeah.
DiMartino of Court Bloodwin.
It's lovely to meet you then.
It is a pleasure.
May I borrow you for a second? You can come back right
Alright.
after.
Be safe.
Bye, have a great time.
It is quite interesting to see you mingle.
Which one? All of us?
Yes.
Or one of us?
Perhaps it's because vampires are much more solitary than most. Though the headmaster did give me specific instructions to mingle.
It has been
I found
good.
that there are some people that are more aggressive than others, but so far this group has been pretty positive. Pretty nice folks. Except for that one time that we tried to adopt Pax, but that was a whole thing.
Adopt?
It's in
Heads
the
up,
past now.
we do not want to be in a fish tank.
Ah, no way.
At least not forever.
What?
Or at all.
Why would
Or
you
at
go
all.
into a fish tank? You're not some decoration to be observed.
I don't know.
Correct.
I thought he was. I thought
I
he was
know, I
pretty,
thought it was
but
for
that's
jokes.
just me.
I suppose if I were to adopt a sea monster, I would allow them free range of their own pond.
I like that. That's a better idea than a tank. I don't think I'm gonna adopt a sea monster though. I think I would rather somebody want to be with me in my presence of their own free will.
I agree.
I thought
It
it
is
being
quite
real funny
disrespectful
right
to
there.
restrict somebody else's freedom.
Agreed.
I thought of something really funny, but it's kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna say it.
But you have to say it now.
Curious.
No.
now.
Me.
Ridley can beat me up for if I say it.
I've never beat you up. Only light love taps. Just pa 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 pa.
Now you have to say it.
Is violence common in your family?
No.
He's my older brother, you know, pecking order and whatnot. He wins most of the time. Well, actually, Seven wins most of the time, but that's a whole other thing.
Seven has more of an advantage. It's some bullshit.
Oh
That
my
is-
god.
That is
Oh
a name
my
I
god.
believe I've not heard.
Ciala.
Like the number.
Well, sort of. The number's spelled with 2 E's. Seven's name is spelled with an E and an I, but he is Felix's best friend and my, I guess, pseudo brother. I don't know. He's big and he's mean and he wears a lot of black.
I see. I'm not familiar.
Sure, you'll run into him sooner or later.
Perhaps.
Who is big and black?
Seven?
What did I just hear you say?
Leonie, you can't
In
say
my
these
left
things. Leo.
Just stay fishing.
Not in your right ear, just the left one.
Right, 'cause we're sounding like this.
I was asking for clarification because that is what I heard from Lady Ridley.
I hate them. I hate them. I can't be serious.
I feel like I'm in a fever dream.
Seven's fur is black. He is a black cat that is larger in stature than Felix.
See, I got the same reaction when I asked Lady Daphne if there was a difference between father and daddy, and I still.
Oh my fuck.
Thank you, Betty, doing the Lord's work.
I don't get it.
Don't worry about it.
I think I will.
I think we lost Felix.
Are you
Out
alright?
Of respect for you, I will pretend as though I did not hear that.
This has been enlightening.
Very much.
Both male. Well, they're both what you call a male parental figure.
I do have something I have to go work on for our court,
not
so
know.
I have to go do that.
Hello.
Okay.
So, but if y'all need more fish, tell me.
Fish.
If you need anything, let us know.
Of course. Actually, it's something I might talk to you two about later, though.
Okay.
Probably not today, but just sometime.
These guys are too goddamn silly. I
Y'all
can't
have
keep up
fun.
with this. I can't keep up with the silly.
For fish.
I eat fish.
Yes.
Thank you for the fish.
Wax, was that you?
What?
How did I end up here? I didn't move.
Okay.
Huh?
Are you back to
Unfortunately,
normal?
I have notes to continue
No,
also, so I'm gonna
Hello?
go find a
I
cozy
did
place
not
to tuck myself away.
Oh,
Good
I
luck.
should say I'm offering if I am
you wanna put on your
provided
armor?
with 2 slime balls
No.
to make sigils
Fuck.
for everyone to protect
Wanna go to
their
the main hall?
rooms from
Oh.
tag
Wanna
logs
go to
being
the main
taken
hall?
from their beds.
Okay,
Oh.
I will keep an eye out, and if I find any, I will forward them over to you via Lady Daphne, potentially.
I will as well.
Tivoli is probably there.
I like
everybody.
Tivoli.
Be safe.
Bye.
You as well.
Don't get lost.
Well, I'll
Alright.
Could
I'll
I
see you
come
guys
with?
again.
I need to speak with Lady Tivoli.
Oh.
Hmm.
Sure thing.
I suppose I shall head out as well. It was lovely meeting
Riley.
you.
That's well.
Yeah. It was lovely
I
meeting
believe you have to lay
Lord
it.
Paxton.
Likewise.
Lady Lucy.
No.
You try.
Luciala.
I'll perhaps have to meet her another time.
Oh,
when
because
she's
you can't cook
out
this
of her
fish on a
fugue.
campfire.
100%.
No.
Well,
Unfortunately.
I shall see you again.
You may have to put it in the smoker.
See you again.
Thank you for the quote. That's so good. Oh my god. I can't keep up with silly people, bro. Like, my natural state is of whimsy and wonder. I can't not. This is so hard. I picked a hard character, dude. Maybe one day I'll get to be silly. Also, I love how awkward Celica is. She doesn't understand anything. She doesn't know shit about
I don't know how
shit.
to put this. I am interested in it. I just maybe don't know if I'm good enough for it. I guess
It's all a learning process.
I think what's the hardest
for
part
what?
is that I just really don't want to fail. Oh,
Hello.
hello.
Lady Blackwood. Lord Matthias.
How's it going?
Quite all right. You feel you're not good enough for what?
Knighthood class.
I see. Well, I believe that if you wish to do it, then you should. That's all there is to it.
Easier said than done, but yes, I understand that idea.
I believe ambition is a good thing to have.
True.
Is it not a disrespect to yourself to not pursue something you wish to?
Well, I think it's more complex than that. I'm interested in it. I don't know if it's something I love completely yet. I guess I just find myself scared of failing. I can't seem to raise my hand in that class or volunteer to duel. Even though maybe I should, but I don't know. Mob studies was much easier for me.
It's only the first few weeks anyway. We have all year.
That's true. And I don't want Professor Castiel to make fun of me later either.
Why would a professor make fun of you?
Well, he just seems to be that type.
Does he?
Maybe it's just my own perspective.
Perhaps. While I do believe an aversion to failure is quite a regular thing, I do believe it is a big disrespect to yourself to not pursue it, even if it does end up not being for you.
Well, I'm still attending the classes, so I'll try.
Of course. In any case, you were saying?
What was I saying?
Well, scared of failing class, but I wouldn't mind sparring with you sometime or like dueling for practice, if that's something you'd want to pursue or get better at.
I
We
would
can learn
highly
together.
recommend it. Lord Matthias did win both of his matches in knighthood.
Maybe that might be good for me to do and not. I think it's probably just the crowd. I don't like everybody watching me and taking notes. I'd rather just have a small group of maybe friends or people I know give me notes.
It's probably better.
Just at least at first. I think at some point it is good to have criticism where, you know, you're not just being given compliments, but
The other courts are quite judgy at the moment.
yeah, I noticed that at the first knighthood class.
Is that so?
It was very negative. Any notes that they had, they only brought up negative things. They didn't bring up like what good things someone did.
Exactly.
And I couldn't raise my hand after that.
Well, it doesn't always take positive reinforcement to learn.
It could be true in some cases.
I think if you don't mind, some sparring would be good. I think we need to have a teacher though there. I'm not quite sure the rules. I can't remember.
I believe magical duels at the very least needs to be regulated by Professor Saren. However, knighthood duels, I cannot be sure.
Oh, no combat outside of pre-approved classes or duels.
So we do have to ask permission.
Yeah, or else
I'll
we
ask
get the
right now.
exemption.
It's okay. Seth said he was going to be really serious this season, and he's one of the silliest so far.
Yikes.
That sounds like Seth.
I asked.
He tried that
okay.
with Rexaris, and he failed miserably. Oh boy.
I'm not sure if you'd want to fight in that outfit.
Oh, true. I should probably change. Although I'm still working on, maybe you can help me with my training outfit. I've been working on it, but I don't know if I'm liking where it is right now.
I wouldn't mind.
That'd be awesome. I have an idea in mind, but like I said, sometimes my ideas are hard to transfer to the sewing machine.
Understandable. I get that block a lot.
Are you both seamsters?
Well, we could mention this to you. We're thinking of creating a fashion club.
Fashion club.
Yes.
Are we not supposed to just wear our pre-approved uniforms?
Well, there'll be other times to wear other things.
Like for a ball or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
So
Or any
social
events or parties. Yeah, of course. We're going to have to learn those things, being of royal courts.
Indeed. It is quite respectable that you would want to go through the work yourself. However, I would not have it distract from any of your studies.
Well, of course not, but I believe there was something about clubs either being required to at least be in one, or you get points for creating one. I can't exactly remember. But I sent a letter to Professor Krypton, and so hopefully we'll learn more information about it.
I see.
So if you ever see a poster up and you would like to commission an outfit, just let us know.
Of course.
There will be many opportunities throughout the school year.
I'm sure there will be.
getting changed at the dorms?
Yeah. Are we doing it right now? I have not had a reply yet.
Oh, that's if you want to do that after the long day you've had.
Nah, I might have to call it a night.
Yeah.
But
Greetings.
greetings. Oh,
Hello, Lady Leviathan.
Greetings, Lady DiMartino.
I had a question for you, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
If there was a fashion club, would you have any interest in joining it or maybe possibly being a customer?
I can't say I'm quite familiar with fashion, but I wouldn't mind purchasing new garments, no.
Wonderful. We think Matthias and I are thinking of putting together a fashion club. So, if we're successful, I think you'll see some posters up.
I look forward to it. I have noticed you all dress quite well.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Indeed. Well, that does sound interesting. I'll be sure to be on the lookout for it.
Thank you. If you don't mind doing us a favor, talking to your fellow sea monster friends, if anyone is interested in being a designer, we would love to have someone with a different perspective.
I will see if any of them are interested.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that does remind me. The location has not picked out yet, but I do plan to host weekly tea sessions for anybody who wishes to join. It is not required, but it is.
Tea sessions.
Yes. You are welcome to come and just enjoy a cup of tea, talk, and whatnot. It is an open invite to all. Origins do not matter there. The only couple rules I have is any drama started that can lead to physical fighting, you will not be permitted to continue to enter. I do not wish for that to be such a place.
Makes
But-
sense. That sounds lovely.
I'm still trying. The headmaster's still locating a place for me, but wanted to set up. I look forward to seeing if you are interested.
I would love to be there.
Thank you. I
I
would greatly
suppose I'll have
appreciate it.
to see those tea parties.
Yes. Well, I will also inform my fellow sea monsters of the fashion club, you said?
Yes.
Alright. Thank you so much for informing me.
Of course.
You three have a pleasant day.
You as
You as well.
Have a pleasant day, Lady Narades.
You as well.
We keep doing that today. We keep saying the same thing at the same time.
No.
Oop.
Oh.
I don't know what came over me. Sorry.
Do try to
All
be
of a sudden, I
mindful.
felt like I needed to take my umbrella out of my hand, but
Sometimes you just like to get a little crispy.
I would not
well, that's not exactly what I was going for. It was just simply wanted to see better. That's one thing I'm gonna have to ask about. Somehow getting fashionable umbrellas.
That would be nice.
Right? We should design an umbrella design.
I do fashion out umbrellas. Hello.
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 Good day.
Matthias, is there one T in your name or two?
One.
Okay.
Well, I
He
suppose
asked
I will
to.
be going. It was lovely seeing you. Lord Blade. Gigi. 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 Ah, that was quite impolite. Perhaps if I see her later, I will apologize. Gigi. Gigi. What is that name? What is that? I feel like there's something crawling in the back of my mind, and I just don't know what it is. Gigi. It sounded so familiar. What was it? Sorry. Perhaps I need to take a small break.